Hmm? I heard you summoned me. You might think you didn't, but you did. Happy Lover's Day. Eight of Wands. Incoming energy. I feel like you're moving energy around during this time. You're going to receive something pleasant in 8 weeks. Mark the dates. The Hermits. Yeah, you're doing some soul searching. This is some sort of discovery. I feel like at this point you could be very much in tune with some inner depth of yourself, or at least not shying away from it. It's going to reward you if you're not afraid to dig deeper within yourself and see how you're being impacted by some words or energies that you're dealing with it on your own. Six of Cups. There could be some deep realization here regarding love and how you allow yourself to experience love. Four of Swords. I feel like it's going to take a minute to integrate what you're going through energetically. I feel like your body needs to digest energetically something. I feel like you force endings. You may believe that something is over, that your shot at something is over, but no. I feel like you've associated some negative here, some negative sense of loss or consequence, or I'm not sure why is it coming like this. It almost looks like a grudge, the Queen of Pentacles. I feel like this is some sort of energy where you're deconstructing some sort of like attachments you might have had to a mother figure. It feels like learning how to remother yourself. Whether you're aware of it consciously or not, I don't know. It's been weighing your heart heavy. It almost feels like guilt of some sort that you're carrying regarding some sort of ending in your life. As if you're carrying the weight of something that's not necessarily on you, or this is like also grieving something before it's even being taken away from you. So you have this concept of grieving some sort of loved one. Grieving how you've lost yourself in love. Four of Pentacles, the Tower. The universe is about to rip that away from you. It's going to feel very destabilizing, but you're going to feel awfully tranquil afterwards with the Temperance. You're learning how to integrate something within your life right now. The Nine of Swords jumped out. Ten of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles. I feel like it has to do with some sort of concept of home, which is directly impacting the way that you view money, or your fear of craving stability because of the fear of it being locked away from you some sort of way, like you repellish and, push away some sort of sense of security because you don't want to attach yourself to it and have something to lose again or something like this. while simultaneously, yeah, wanting to be set free from it, but feels like you're gonna encounter something that you're gonna wanna fight for and work towards too, because you're heading towards way more stable waters. Yeah. I want your things in my room. And it's, I don't know why, but like unironically, I feel like listening to that song. Queen of Wands, Seven of Wands. Your energy is like upgrading. I feel like you're facing some sort of like higher consciousness within you, and I feel like the healing work that you're doing has made you kind of let go of a lot of your material reality, and now you're about to be reintegrated into some sort of reality within yourself, and you're learning how to fight for a cause without feeling like you have to give up everything that you want in life. So this is kind of like a relink with your sense of desire and sense of trust, and kind of claiming your sense of territoriality within your own desires and your ability to like want to make you yourself feel alive and thrived, and like feeling energies and being free and being like, you know, very pumped up energetically, like not necessarily feeling like you have to give up your will of life. Wow, Judgment, Chariot, Seven of Swords in reverse. This is like, you know what? I'm gonna fight. This is like getting serious to fight for something that's worth fighting for. I wonder where you are in your own definition of what it is that you seem worthy of protecting or fighting for. And I feel like you're going to have a bit of like some sort of pressure, not necessarily sort of facing some sort of judgment about actually admitting to yourself that what you want to fight for. And it's at the same time making you confident, but at the same time you fear it because of this perception that everything always gets taken away. Okay, but can we ease on the definitions of like, you know, spirituality and laws of like detachment and everything? I understand that you're quite aware of these concepts, but I feel like you need to tone it down and allow yourself to still be human in some sort of way. You want your things in my room, I think about you all the time. Six of Pentacles, the Three of Cups. You want to feel good, you want to celebrate, you want to share your happiness at your biggest point in life. You want to share things, you want to achieve some sort of like equilibrium. You're a very generous spirit. I want your things in my room, Lord. The world. Okay, so you're done with giving to sources that have not given you pleasure, and now you're ready for something more meaningful and a higher connection to your sense of faith and spirituality. What is happening? Your idea of success is a bit like, let's just say, it's a bit deceitful in the way that I feel like you do not recognize truly what makes you feel good, because there's a part of you that just won't allow it. So your perception of being safe and feeling good, I feel like, is about to change, and it's about to throw you off because you're about to come with some sort of direct conflict of some sort of mental protection barrier that your mind has had into making you believe that you're with upholding some sort of victory, when in fact I see you being more messy soon, in a messy way where you're allowing yourself to be in deficit and not being allowed, because it feels like you've put yourself on this like sort of leash that you ought to be good at all times and ought to be like put together in all times, and you ought to be seen as winning. And I feel like once you allow yourself to have that sort of messiness, that's going to be the true strength of not being confined to some sort of imprisonment of what your reputation and perception of success is supposed to be like. I want you things more, more. Take it easy. Knight of Pentacles. Ten of Cups on my hand, but take it easy. I feel like there's some sort of like long way of you acquiring a very deep level of authenticity and coming to terms with the beauty of your own individual soul and what truly makes you you, and having to like encounter that and also celebrate that in others, in connection of the journey that you have with yourself, towards yourself, and how others might relate to that journey on their own specific terms, which is being like portrayed in this coming of self saga, the strength. And it all has to do with you finding some sort of like inner pact with the things that you're mad at yourself about, so you can be easier for yourself at yourself with the things that you make yourself mad about, your needs or your impulses, and you know, bringing that sort of inner gentleness with the rough parts of you that you feel like others won't be able to love you for. I want your things in my room.